Hi and welcome guys! Today we will share to you the top 5 books if you want to be an entrepreneur. And lagyan kaya natin ng twist. What if pagsamasamahin natin yung mga influencer na kakilala nyo or kahit hindi nyo kakilala, ano kaya ang lalabas sa top 5 books na binabasa nila? And they will explain it to you. Of course, ang rating nito ay magkakaiba because it most likely iba yung rating nila sa librong to dito sa top 5 natin. Kasi nga, pinagsama-sama na po natin. At ito na nga ang ginawa natin. Without further ado, let's go to our top 5. Purple Cow by Seth Godin. And it will be explained by Proactive Thinker.
Imagine you're driving in a car and you look at your right side window and you see cows. Are you going to say, wow, cows? No, most likely you're going to ignore them as they are invisible. But what if you see a purple cow? Yes, I mean it, a purple cow. I bet that you will stop your car, take out your phone and go to the cow and you will take selfie with it and you will update your Instagram and Facebook and you will tell all of your friends about it. Why? Among all of the brown cows, a purple cow shines because it's different. It's remarkable. Remarkable is worth talking about, worth paying attention to, and boring stuff quickly become invisible. The world is full of boring stuff. Boring cows are everywhere, which is why so few people pay attention. And that means you have to be a leader. You can't be remarkable by following someone else who is remarkable. So when Facebook came out, it was remarkable because it was something completely different, something that was not out there before. So whoever tried to come out with something similar and be remarkable, they failed because you can't be remarkable by following someone else who is remarkable. So the first idea is the only way to succeed is to be remarkable. In the past, there was a simple strategy. Invent a good product that everyone wants, advertise it to the masses, and make a lot of money. This strategy worked because people had less choices and a lot of time. But the problem with this strategy is that it doesn't work today anymore because we have far more choices than we have time. We simply ignore most of the products no matter how good they are advertised to us. We have created a world where most products are invisible. So when you invent a product, you shouldn't spend tons of money to advertise it to these people because they are very good at ignoring you. They have PhDs at ignoring you. But rather you should focus on these people. Yes, they are a small fraction, but they care. These people are willing to listen. They are willing to try something new. They are looking out there for new ideas, for new methods. And then these people will tell their friends and slowly it will spread to the rest of the curve. Look at Tesla. It's a car, but it's way much different than those other cars in the market. It's a purple cow. They didn't market it to these masses, but rather they have focused on these people, and slowly it started spreading to the rest of the curve, and the company made hundreds of millions in revenue in the last year. So the second idea is ignore the masses and focus on those who care.
Top 4. The 4-Hour Work Week by Ferriss. Explained by ls.com.
Number 6. The 4-Hour Work Week. When to read? When you feel like you need a fresh new start because your life is passing you by. We love Tim Ferriss's book, especially because it has to do with how we built our own business model. The book tackles the idea of location independence, where you can travel the world, make a lot of money, and live your life to the fullest. It's one of those rare books that comes once in a while which dramatically redefines everything people have taught you. Becoming a millionaire was never easier than it is today, and the 4-Hour Work Week is definitely a great stepping stone in the right direction.
At hindi magpapahuli sa top 3, Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. Explained by The Better Man Project.
Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. When someone asks, where do I start when building my financial freedom? This is the first book I recommend. This was the first book I've ever read that completely changed the way I looked at money and what truly means to achieve financial freedom. It talks about the main mentality that makes rich people rich, from understanding assets and liabilities and understanding passive income to the mental blocks and emotions many people experience that keeps them poor, and even a few tricks that the rich use to pay less in taxes. This book gives a very complete understanding of wealth creation, and if you ask anyone in the business community, they would agree. And that is why this is the first book in the list, because after reading this book, you'll have a great understanding of what it takes to build a financially free life.
At sa top 2, ang classic na How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. Explained by Valuetainment.
Prompts. You're going to have a lot of prompts. So, the number 3 book is How to Win Friends and Influence People. Fascinating book. It's a classic. Dale Carnegie. I don't know how many copies it sold. The last number I read was 45 million. It's one of those books that you need to read. In a nutshell, at the end, he talks about the different way of thinking to winning people. Here's what he says. Principle number 1. The only way to get the best of an argument is to avoid it. Number 2, show respect for others' opinions. Never say you're wrong. Number 3, if you are wrong, admit it quickly and emphatically. Number 4, begin in a friendly way. Number 5, get the other person saying yes, yes immediately. Number 6, let the other person do a great deal of talking. Number 7, let the other person feel like the idea is his or hers. Number 8, try honestly to see things from the other person's point of view. Number 9, be sympathetic with the other person's ideas and desires. Number 10, appeal to the noble motives. Number 11, dramatize your ideas. Number 12, throw down a challenge. Read the book. Very good book. Probably one of those books you want to read once a year, or listen to the audio once a year. If you read it once, just keep listening to the audio every year, one time. It'll help you out a lot.
And sa top 1 natin, drum roll please. Think, Grow, and Rich by Napoleon Hill. Explained by Ferriss.
Number 2, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. This book is said to have created more millionaires than any other book in history, but more than being just a financial miracle read, it's also one of the original lessons on the power of our mind and the law of attraction. In Think and Grow Rich, you'll learn how to achieve anything you want in life, material or non-material. You'll learn from some of the greatest minds in the history of planet Earth and be guided step by step on how to achieve balance, happiness, and abundance in every area of your life. Napoleon Hill says, the starting point of all achievement is desire. Keep this constantly in mind. Weak desire brings weak results, just as a small fire makes a small amount of heat. You are the master of your destiny. You can influence, direct, and control your own environment. You can make your life what you want it to be.
At yan po ang top 5 entrepreneur books according to influencers. Kung meron ka pang hindi nabasa sa mga librong ito, make it sure to include to your bucket list. And please, hayaan nyo kaming tulungan kayo. Kung ang video pong ito ay nakadagdag ng value sa'yo, ang inyong like and share ay pagsasabi na rin sa YouTube na valuable ang video ito. Malaking tulong po yun sa amin para matuloy-tuloy namin ang aming adhikain na magbigay ng valuable information sa iyo. Huwag rin pong kalimutan na mag-subscribe at i-click ang notification bell dahil twice a week po mag-a-upload kami ng mga valuable information na makakatulong sa iyo ma-improve ang buhay mo. Maraming salamat and once again, laging tandaan, lamang ang mayalang.